Well, hey Journey Church, I'm going to call you Jay Sears for this video. I just wanted to shoot out a quick update on things that are happening, and first of all, before I do anything, just give God glory and praise for what He did on Sunday at our launch. We had 3 people either come to Christ or recommit their lives to Christ on Sunday, 101 people in attendance, and I'm just rejoicing and celebrating. I hope you're doing the same, and I want to say to you, well done. Well done, people of Journey Church. Well done, leaders. I saw you loving on people. I saw you taking up slack for areas where we needed help. And I just want to thank you for all your hard work and commitment over these last 4 weeks and even longer over these last 9 months as we've planned and prepared to greet and meet people that we've never met yet. So thank you so much for all your hard work. We couldn't have done this without you. We're a team. We're in this together, and I just want to say job well done. I also want to encourage you today with a few things. First, on the launch and these months afterwards. I felt the Lord encourage me yesterday in prayer that we're to celebrate but not settle. Let's celebrate but not settle. The reason being, we're in a season of harvest and growth, and we've got a short window of time that we can take advantage of what God's doing leading up to the holidays. And so I want to ask you this week personally, and I'm looking right at you and asking you to do this week. Would you pray as hard as you did leading up to the launch for your lost friends, for those you're going to invite this week as we start our new series, God's Not Dead? And please, 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 if somebody you invited came this past Sunday, would you reach out and invite them again? Don't just assume they're going to come back because they came last week. Would you personally reach out, talk to them, see how things went, and invite them again this Sunday, as well as new people that weren't able to come to the launch but might be able to come as we kick off this new series? We're going to celebrate some more about this launch. We're going to have a dream team gathering in celebration in November for all those that helped with the launch, and we're just going to do it upright and praise God for what He did and hang out with one another. But I just want to encourage you, don't settle but celebrate. We're in a season of harvest and growth. Let's push, let's make hay while the sun shines. That's an old saying. Maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't, but it basically means you can only harvest hay when the sun's shining. You can't do it when it's wet. So this is harvest time. Let's bring in the harvest while we're in this season of growth, and I want to encourage you in that today. Secondly, we have life groups starting next week, and I want to really encourage you, whether you're leading a life group or whether you're not, whether you're one of our life group leaders or whether you're not, my goal for our church, and I believe God's heart for our church, is to see everyone either leading a life group or in a life group, in a life group or leading a life group. And I want to encourage you, would you follow up with those folks that you invited and personally invite them to your life group if you're leading one, or to a life group that you're going to attend? They'll be much more likely to attend if you say, hey, why don't you come on Tuesday night with me? Why don't you come on Thursday night? I'm going to a life group. Would you join me? I want you to know that the success of our life groups depends on personal recruitment. I'm going to say it from the pulpit, and I'm going to reinforce, but you inviting people to your life group or a life group that you're going to attend is going to have much more weight with the person, and they're much more likely to come if you'll go ahead and just reach out to them. So when you give them a call this week and invite them back to church on Sunday, why don't you also say, hey, why don't you join me for a life group and really learn what it means to be a part of a community and grow in your faith and have a safe place to ask questions and pray with each other and do those types of things. I think they'll be willing to come. I'm going to shoot out an email about this too as well, and for you life group leaders, I'm going to attach the week 1 questions for God's Not Dead. You can also find them in our website. We're going to have them there available for download at jcboston.org/questions, as well as for life group leaders, we'll have them on Sunday for you printed out so that you can take notes during the service, and that might help you as well. I'll also forward you some stuff about a template about how to do life groups and maybe what the layout of your first life group could look like, a possible schedule for that night, and some information on what the assistant's role looks like. We ask every leader to identify an assistant that can help with the life group. Lastly, I want to just address situation with Dave and Chris Fennell. As many of you know, Dave had surgery this week, and we were coming together to bring some gift cards and possibly a cash gift or a meal, if that one of those three things, a gift card, a cash gift, or a meal for them. Dave's surgery went well. Everything went fine, and I've talked to Chris a few times. But you can bring those gifts on Sunday to Robin McCree and hand those right off to her, and we'll get them to Dave and Chris for you. I want to thank you for your love and care for them. I know Chris appreciates it. Dave appreciates it. I spoke to Dave the other night by phone, and his spirits were good. He was talking about how enjoyable the fellowship with God had been since he woke up from his surgery. So as always, Dave was happy and bright, even though he was a little bit uncomfortable. So again, I want to thank you. I'm so proud of you, Journey Church. Let's keep up the intensity, and let's bring in the harvest during this season of growth. Gina and I love you. We appreciate you, and we will see you on Sunday for our kickoff of God's Not Dead. And we're going to bring just as much energy and consistency as we did for our launch on this next Sunday. That's the word for us, consistency. I know we can do it. Love you and appreciate you. God bless.